Okay, yeah, okay, wow, okay, okay, all right. Wow, I can't do this. I can't do this if you can't hear me. Well, we're good now. Well, I guess hello everyone. Welcome to Bayern Now, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. Everything should be fine now. I don't know why. I'm getting worse and worse at creating content for some reason. I can't make videos. I need to stop this. Well, Callum Hudson-Odoi is what we're talking about today, and that's very interesting. That's someone, he was mouthing words to the music. Exactly. I was singing along. I was singing, but the music was so loud, my producer couldn't really figure it out. Hudson-Odoi is someone that Bayern Munich are re-interested in. Is this someone that you want? Because this is a player that we wanted, was it 2 years ago? No, a year ago actually. It was last summer. It was before Sané. And, man, didn't I... See, there's so much weird news coming out with Bayern. First of all, very good news. Bayern Munich apparently could have fans in the stadiums this Friday because the infection rate in Munich, blah, 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 the government have approved it. I'm not exactly sure on that. So we could be seeing fans, we could not be. It's genuinely up to what the area is about. Munich, so, you know, Bavaria, I guess. That's the state of Bavaria has approved for fans to get in the stadium. So let's see what happens with that. Let's see what happens. So hopefully we have fans back in the stadiums. Coman apparently, of course, it had to be him. I read a story, well, not a story. I read an update that Coman not training with the Bayern squad. And I thought he got injured. And I was going to talk about why we need a... In fact, he didn't get injured. He got the Corona. He got the little Rona virus there. Just leave it to Coman to be the one to get the virus. Everyone else is fine. It's always him. This guy has some crazy bad luck. Or he just gets himself in situations he shouldn't. We would have 4 injury-prone wing. He's not injury-prone, is he? Injury-prone is you pick up a lot of injuries. Coman's injury-prone. Dembele's injury-prone. Robin is injury-prone. This guy's 30 minutes into his Groningen debut with Eredivisie again, and he gets injured. So, Robin's injury-prone. Hudson-Odoi is not injury-prone. He picked up an injury, and that's it. There's a difference. Sané's not injury-prone. Sané picked up an injury, and that just so happened to put him out. But before that, he wasn't injury-prone. Injury-prone and getting an injury are completely different. If a player gets an injury, let us not talk about Coman here. I mean, look, he's unlucky. I mean, it just goes to show why we need a 4th winger. Very, very crucial. Lewandowski pretty much saying we're going to have a congested schedule. Pretty much saying that he needs and wants to have a 4th winger. He wants depth. And that's so important for Bayern Munich going into this next season. So, Hudson-Odoi, let's talk about him a little bit more. Is this someone that all of you want? Because I would happily take him. But I always wonder... Okay, first of all, it's a loan. Bayern Munich would be interested in loaning him with an option to buy. That's smart. Maybe an obligation, but if he doesn't play well, you could just ship him back to London. But with an option to buy, he would have a point to prove. The games he would play, he would absolutely want to prove himself and want to stay at Bayern if we signed him on loan. I don't necessarily know if he's the only one I'd like. There are players out there that you can get that are around the same age, probably have more experience playing first team minutes. This guy has 8 goals, 12 assists in the last 2 years since the 18-19 season. Europa League, he got a lot of goals there under Mauricio Sarri. A lot of goal contributions in the Europa League. He wasn't playing in the Premier League. And then when he does play in the Premier League, he only comes on and he never really starts games. And when he does, he scores some pretty nice goals against Man City. he's a very, very cultured player. He reminds me of Hazard in the way he dribbles. He doesn't necessarily just want to knock the ball past opponents. His first touch is very good. He wants to, I don't know, he's a very sharp winger. If you watch how he plays, he takes care of the ball very well. And he reminds me of Gnabry in how he plays layoffs too. He wants to lay it off, get in behind, and try and create space, gets assists, gets goals. The thing is that I would say about Hudson-Odoi is he doesn't really get in enough goal-scoring positions. He doesn't score too many goals. And that's an issue for me. As a winger, I'd want my winger, especially at Bayern, to constantly want to be in goal-scoring positions. I think Hudson-Odoi could improve if, he's learning from Miroslav Klose about goal-scoring and all these things. So sometimes I feel like he's dribbling, but he dribbles, but it doesn't get him in a goal-scoring position. When Sané dribbles, he usually gets in an assist-producing position or a goal-scoring position. And the same thing with Gnabry. They usually get themselves in a position to get a shot off. Hudson-Odoi doesn't really do that. And that's something that all young wingers have. Coman still has it. Well, not really with Coman. Hudson-Odoi is actually a lot more intelligent than Coman. Actually a better finisher. This guy doesn't care what angle it is. He's finishing that. So one thing I would say about him is his finishing is crazy good. He can literally have no power on a shot and it's going in. And you know exactly where it's going to end up. So, this is so weird to me because I'm looking at two screens. Does anyone know how to fix this? I can't see the chat on this screen. I have to pull it up somewhere else. He rejected us and I'm petty, says Scott CEO. I mean, yeah. Well, he didn't really reject us. Chelsea just decided to offer a kid that didn't start a single Premier League game 120k a week. He wouldn't be earning that at Bayern if we bought him. He'd have to go down because he's not there yet. He's not 120k a week yet. This kid is earning a lot of money to sit on the bench at Chelsea. It's weird. I do find it weird what Scott's saying there. I find it extremely weird that you have the option to come to Bayern where you would be playing first team and then you don't. I guess Frank Lampard was coming in and maybe he felt like, hey, Sarri's gone now or he's going, so maybe I'll get some minutes. Maybe that's what he felt like. I would prefer a cam/right wing like Pedri if we buy him. Well, we're not going to buy Pedri because he just joined Barcelona. Barca want to loan him out because they know he won't be playing over Messi or Trincao. So they're trying to get him out, Barcelona, just on loan. So we won't be buying Pedri. And that's the thing. I'd like a buy option for someone like Pedri. I wouldn't mind that because they'd give me a similar excitement to Hudson-Odoi. I don't know, if anything, Hudson-Odoi would be a Gnabry backup, wouldn't he? Give us Goretzka, we'll give you Sachin. You keep saying that. No one wants Fred. No one wants that. I'd take fried rice over Fred. Hudson-Odoi is just hype. That's the thing with most. I mean, Chelsea fans think their academy all of a sudden overnight became La Masia. No, it's because you had a transfer ban. You couldn't buy anyone, so you just used your academy players that were available to you. Hudson-Odoi is just decent. He's not, they make it seem like he's the next. I don't know. See, that's the thing. I wanted Hudson-Odoi, but at the time, I was so confused why Bayern Munich were offering 40 million for him. Chelsea rejected a 40 million bid just to keep him on the bench and pay him 120k. Bayern really put him over the edge. And what's with Hassan Salihamidžić and this love for Salamander, my bad. Hassan Salamans. What's with his obsession with this guy? Because I know he's a decent player and he has a lot of potential. But he's not playing, and you know what? This is where I'm at. I don't really care who we get. As long as they have potential, they're young, and they can excite me. Hudson-Odoi would excite me as a signing. But I'd still have my question marks over just certain things. I want, what I'm thinking about, guys, is, we could go to Salzburg and get us Karim Adeyemi. He knows the city. He's 17 years old. He has a lot of experience already in the Europa League and Champions League with Salzburg. He's breaking through. We can get a Jabozle from Salzburg. Offers, more versatility in his game as well. Hudson-Odoi can play cam as well, so that's really not a good point for me. But you can get someone like that for 25 million. I don't know. So why would you get Hudson-Odoi if you can get so many other players? Maybe Bayern just really want an English player. I think that's it. It has to be because he's English. It has to be. Because we keep looking for the Scottish players and the English players. I don't know. You never know, man. That could be it. Bayern Munich could just want English players. Brexit FC. Or Brexit FC. What is it with trying to get Max Aarons, Callum Hudson-Odoi? What is it with us in getting Brexit players? Bayern should get Milot Rashica. That would be a decent signing. 18 million, I'd take it. I would take him. But the thing is, he's not going to Bayern. Bayern don't look interested. Maybe, I don't know, maybe he has something in his game that the scouts looked at and said, nah, I don't know. He's at Werder Bremen. Why would he want to stay there for an extra seat? We know he wants to move. Will Bayern buy Hudson? And that's a question from Dalla. Well, that's the thing. It looks like it could be a loan. It could be a loan. Please help us get a broadcaster for Bundesliga in India. Yeah, I just have 300 million laying around to buy the rights. Yeah, no. So it looks like it could be a loan with an option to buy. So if he's crap, Bayern can just send him off back to London, and Serge Gnabry can just destroy London again. But if he's decent and he does well and does what he needs to do, and that's provide us with a lot of joy and excitement and just up his game and up his level, then of course we'd buy him for like 25 million or something. You know, it would be crazy if we bought him for significantly less than we would have paid for him last summer. That would have been crazy. When do you think we will become active in the transfer window? Well, speaking of active, we're 3 days away from Bayern returning. We get back to match day content. I can't wait for previews. I can't wait. I'm tired of talking about transfers. I really am, because they're always speculation. I love talking about them in the sense that I like talking about players that could join us because they give you an adrenaline, endorphin, or whatever, a little rush, a dopamine rush of seeing a new player sign for you. It's nice. It's nice to have a tension of just this new player and everyone's like, Bayern is signing. It's nice. Attention is very, very nice. But we can't rely on that. We have to get into this new season. I can't wait to start getting back into... Who's texting me at this time? Okay. We need a backup right back. I do agree. Yes, I think Flick wants one. So Serginho Dest is the option. He should be coming in. He's stuck behind every starter at Chelsea. Well, you know, the thing is, I think he's probably Chelsea's most complete winger. You know, Pulisic gets injured. If you want to talk about injury prone, Christian Pulisic is injury prone. That's injury prone. Hudson-Odoi is not injury prone. He stays fit. He's been fit for a long time, just not getting the minutes. But he stays fit. Pulisic gets injured every other week with a hamstring, or he touches his ankle. I don't know. He rose up with, he Rolls Royce. He just rose up on the sidelines, always injured. So, and that's where we're at. You got injury prone. Those are injury prone players, but you can't expect everyone to be injury prone. Do you think he'll come? Well, yes, of course, but I mean, look at when he was playing against us, Hudson-Odoi. This kid just tried to turn into Ronaldo Nazario against us. He was trying everything. He scored a goal, but Abraham was offside, so it couldn't count. Lampard loves Mount, which is why Hudson-Odoi doesn't play. I don't even know why. I'm sure Chelsea fans don't agree with that then. I don't know. If he comes, then I'll support him, but if he doesn't, then I don't care. We need a fourth winger, like I'll keep saying. Flick 1-1. Look at Coman today. Who would expect Coman to get? I would. I knew at some point he'd just be the only one in our squad training by himself because he picked up or he came in contact with someone with the virus. He could actually have it, but we don't know yet. If he has it, then, we don't know. But he's in isolation. This is Coman for you. You get excited that, Kingsley, you've been fit for such a long time. Let's start the new season on a high, because he would have started against Schalke. Flick wanted to start his treble team, his Champions League finalist team, and maybe with an exception of starting Zula instead of Boateng. So Flick wanted to start, and the season would have been flying. Now all of a sudden, Coman's injured, and he's gone. This is what I mean. This guy's so unreliable. He always gets to this point where you get excited about him being in the team. You're always excited. You know what? If you can search Coman's Instagram and just search a certain message that gets in his messages every single time, it would probably be get well soon, get well soon, get well soon, get well soon. Because he's so unreliable. What's his job? People tell me, why are you criticizing Coman? He can't help that he doesn't know how to be fit. What's his job? He's a professional footballer for Bayern Munich. And no one better call Coman Mr. Lisbon. We call Robin Mr. Wembley because he controlled the freaking game at Wembley. Coman didn't. He wasn't the best player on the pitch when we won. Robin was in 2013. That's why he got a goal and an assist in a final. Who does that? He does. And he got the winning goal. Nah, don't compare my goal to Coman. Don't ever do that, because you and I are going to have problems. Robin that season was constantly getting injured. Only available for like 15 or 16 Bundesliga games. But when he was fit, he was putting in goals, putting in performances. Adama is a must. Why would you want Adama Traore at Bayern? I mean, I wouldn't mind him, but he would cost a heck of a lot of money. Wolves are managed by the Portuguese, and guess who's Portuguese? No, Mino Raiola is not Portuguese. Why do you hate Coman? See, this is what I mean. I don't hate Coman. I just think he's unreliable. How can I not say that and hate? I want him to succeed, but I just look. He came in contact with someone with the virus. Did anyone else in our squad come in contact with someone with Rona, with the little Rona? Did anyone else? No, it's always him. He never gets himself in the right positions to succeed. I question his mentality most of the times, because I don't know if he actually genuinely puts himself in the right there. He's authoritative about what he wants to do, and that's why I say things. It's not hate. It's just genuine concern for him. I just don't know. It's not hate. It's just criticism is normal. If you can't criticize your own players, you might as well just stop watching them, because they're gonna be crap at points. Müller was crap, and I said Müller needs to be better, and then he became better and proved all of us wrong. You know, there were points where I said, "Dang man, Gnabry, you need to pick up some form," and he picked up some form. That means I just celebrate it more when they do it. You know, Davies for left wing. Don't make me smack you. Don't make me. You know, that this is exactly why Sachin can't be trusted. He wants to give us Fred. No, look, you can't do this. Oh, Kimmich can play right back. We don't need a backup right back. Oh, Goretzka can play in Müller's position. You make Goretzka useless because he isn't with the play. So Goretzka can be a backup attacking midfielder. Oh, Toliso's on the bench, so he'll be a Thiago backup. Oh, Adrian Fine versatility is important, but yeah, now you got youngsters. Pow. We got youngsters. Of course he's in self-isolation. Barcelona want Nico Schultz. What a dumb club they have to be. Barcelona dusted. My goodness, they need a whole broom to clean them up. I believe Tolisso will be good this season. I hope he can be. I really hope so, because there was a reason we wanted to sell him. He was gone. He was going to Inter Milan, and we were probably going to swap him with Perisic and pay them an extra 5 million or something. There was a genuine reason to believe Tolisso was gone. And then this whole Thiago saga happened, and Bayern feel like Tolisso is now the up-and-coming Thiago. He's not Thiago's replacement. He can't be. He surely can't be. George, I don't see Hudson-Odoi as a good player enough for Bayern. He can't play our system. He will flop if we sign him. That's your personal opinion, isn't it? I mean, I'm sure there are other people who hold that same opinion. Yeah. Brazo is the dream. There was a point where he was actually incompetent, but I feel like he learned on the job. Ever since he got Davies and Pavard and Lucas, I feel like he got some confidence in his own ability, because before he would just speak publicly about Hudson-Odoi, just so public. Bayern are so weird sometimes. Why do we make that so public? We all, he would just say his name and we're looking for him. You know, nah, and then it doesn't happen. It makes you look really weak as a club when you state your interest in a player publicly and it doesn't happen. We did it with Sane. We pretty much just named Sane. If Sane didn't join, we looked like the smallest club ever. But thankfully, Sane did join, and it kind of rescued that image a little bit, because we wanted him. It looks like we backed City into a wall, punched them up, and then we got their best winger. And that's what it looks like when we got Sane. But if we didn't get Sane, it looks like City just gave us an F finger in the negotiations and it didn't happen. Real Madrid looking to sell Toni Kroos. I think Bayern should get him back. He was key back. No, we shouldn't. No, we shouldn't get Toni Kroos back. That's just weird. That's like getting. Nah, I wouldn't get Toni Kroos back. He left. He got his good career. He should go to Leverkusen, where he probably likes them more than us, and just have fun there. Would you take Isco as a backup for Müller? No. Barry Hepburn, though. Well, yeah, Barry Hepburn's in the under 17s already ripping it up. I'm not sure about his goal contributions yet, though. So we'll see how he does, Thomas Nation. We'll see how he does. Do you think that India will get a broadcaster for Bundesliga? Well, I don't know. I don't know. But I hope they do, because India is one of the biggest consumers of this league, of just football in general. It's the second biggest country in the world. So how can you not have a license? This is why I say the Bundesliga's marketing is below par. On YouTube, the Bundesliga looks like it's the best league in the world with the type of content it produces. But on Instagram, marketing-wise, it's a very poorly run league. It's very poorly run. The Bundesliga is not a good business, and that's very bad. You have star players like Lewandowski, and the marketing is so poor for each season. It's just a short video. It's very poor. Look at Sky Sports and how they do the Premier League. They build a hype. They bring influencers, and they bring influencers to talk about the season and predictions and all these things and who's gonna get Europe. They have arguments. The Bundesliga is just so poorly run in terms of its ability to draw influencers. I mean, there are a bunch of big German channels, but they never really market the Bundesliga well. Should we bring back Douglas Costa? What if we become Jesus, just bringing people back from the dead? What's wrong with now it's Toni Kroos, now it's Douglas Costa? My goodness. We should have signed Pulisic. I mean, you're not wrong about that. Pulisic would have been ideal because he brings a different type of player for even the striker position, but also mainly the left winger position. I wouldn't have minded Pulisic. I would not have minded him. He's a very hard worker. He's a bullcrap player. He likes to get in your face, spit, and run around. He just does it. Ligue 1 doesn't have League 1. I couldn't care less about League 1, but yeah. I mean, Bayern, to be fair, in general, are, very poor marketing-wise. Bayern Munich are not good at marketing. They're just not good. I would do better marketing for Bayern. I do better marketing for this channel than Bayern do. The best thing about marketing is controversy. If you don't say controversial things or have controversial, Real Madrid would absolutely get flabbergasted. Florentino Perez would grab a gun, grab a cigar and a gun to try and get somebody for cancelling the Ballon d'Or, and Bayern Munich just say, we're so sorry. We're always sorry first. So that's poor marketing. You know what? If Bayern were Real Madrid and Lewandowski was in the form he was for Real Madrid, Florentino Perez would want to kill somebody for them cancelling the Ballon d'Or due to a pandemic. And that just shows how poorly marketed Bayern are. Leave a like on the video, by the way. I mean, compared to the rest of the teams, Dortmund are better marketers than us. They're better at it. Look at them taunting United fans with the Sancho thing. It's very entertaining. It brings that sense of, I want Dortmund to lose just so because they did this to me. Bayern don't do that. We don't do that. Arsenal do it too. They are very good at marketing. Arsenal can be losing and they pull up a training video just because they know it's going to pull up with the controversial opinions. Bale to the Alliance, would you rather Aubameyang? I would get Aubameyang. Yes, I absolutely would. It's not like he just signed a new contract today, actually. Gnabry to replace Müller. No. Why? Why do you... We have less wingers as it is, Visha. Why would you want Gnabry as a cam? And Gnabry wouldn't replace Müller. He wouldn't strike me as that playmaking or getting the assist. He would probably get more goal. I don't know. I just think you need a specialist cam. Gnabry's not a specialist cam. He's a specialist winger, though. There are players that aren't great, but they're good at one position. We just so happen to have a few players that can play anywhere they want. Like Müller, for example. He's a great attacking midfielder, playing in between the lines, behind the striker, but he's a decent winger. Like, he's not going to be a world-class winger, but he's decent. So, I think you need a specialist. If you want to replace a specialist winger, or not a winger, specialist, central forward or striker like Müller, you have to get someone. Would be nice to loan him out with an option to buy. That's what Sky Sports are reporting on Callum Hudson-Odoi, that Bayern Munich would want to get him and loan him out. Not loan him out. It would be get him. Wait, would be nice to loan him out with an option. So loan him to Bayern. So Sky Sports are saying Bayern would do that. Is Brandt good enough for Bayern? No, he's not. He's 24. He's not good enough yet. No. Julian Brandt's not Bayern quality. He's a good player. He's not Bayern quality, though. The only player we won't get backup is Müller. It'd be harder to get the same. Yeah, you won't get the same player for anybody. Is Lewandowski the same striker that Mandzukic was? No. But did Mandzukic have his type of influence? Yes. Did Lewandowski have his type of influence? Yes. You can't always say, I want a striker that has a great first touch like Lewandowski, great hold-up play like Lewandowski, great dribbling like Lewandowski, great technical control and everything, great finishing, great goal scoring, great intelligence. You can't just say that because you're trying to clone Lewandowski. It just can't happen. Football is a lot more complicated than that. There are players that can be just as effective as Müller in the future that we don't know of, but will play completely different. And then you just have to fit him into a system that works. Havertz was a brick. Good Bayern didn't buy over. I mean, that's true. He's a flop already. Anything new on Dest? That's the thing. Bayern have either gone very quiet on these transfers, or we're not signing anyone. Either we're very quiet. No, but I know for sure Bayern have Dest on top of their list. Max Aarons. Yeah. Hudson-Odoi, he got an assist. And he's good at taking free. Yusuf Post, don't talk to me about Post because I'll end this stream. I hate that guy so much. Can't stand him. He's the worst striker in the Bundesliga, Yusuf Post. He's the worst. He's absolutely crap. He offers you nothing. He's tall as hell and can't hold the ball up. He's crap. Yes, thank you so much for deleting that message. You know I hate Poulsen so much. Thank you. I can't stand that guy. I hate him. I can't stand him. He's crap. He's one of those players that just makes me hate this sport. I can't watch this sport with him playing. I can't watch Leipzig when he plays. Disrespecting my man Patrick Schick by playing a bum like Poulsen. Ugh, disgusting. Nagelsmann has blood on his hands. He has, what nationality? Hector Slovakian Slovakia. These European countries with their Wi-Fi passwords. I can't pronounce any of them. Have you been? Oh yes, I am watching the Spurs all. You know what? The Spurs All or Nothing documentary. It does just show you just how much goes into doing transfers and running a club. It's very, very in depth. I was watching episode 7 last night, and I watched episode 8 after I finished this video and the show. So, come on. Havertz was crap. He was genuinely crap. Renato Sanchez's influence in football, modern football at least, is pretty much unmatched. I mean, Havertz passing to nobody. Renato Sanchez passed to... Look, it's just... it's Renato Swansea all over again. No, Havertz will become better. I mean, he will get good, but he's not a right winger. Like, they're trying to play him in there. You're just trying to force something that isn't there. Trying to play him as a right winger just so you can fit some random no faces in FIFA next to him. Nonsense money grabbing program. Well, it's not grabbing money because no one cares about Spurs, do they? No one's like sitting there like, wow, I love Spurs. No one's doing that. Yeah, Havertz is crap. I mean, did anyone hear what Werner said? I have never played against such big defenders as this. This guy is so dumb. I swear, it's because of the German atmosphere. The noise is killing him. That's why he left and went to Chelsea of all places. It's a library, Stanford Library, Stanford University Library. That's what Chelsea Stadium is. So he's gonna fit in right there. I bet you he's gonna score most of his goals. He's probably gonna break the record for most home goals scored at Chelsea because he's not going to get the atmosphere. He's going to go to Liverpool. He's not going to survive. You'll never walk alone. His eardrums will blow out because he actually has a mental... It's not meant... But yeah, he has a thing with his hearing. So he can't play well when the loud... Yeah, so the loud noises of Anfield will kill him. Ooh, wait till he hears, "Sí, señor," he's going to die. He's going to die. So he pretty much was saying that, so he said Brighton defenders are so big and strong. What do you mean? Niklas Süle, this guy has 3 goals against Bayern in like 15 or 17 games in his entire career. Yeah, you're crap. Yeesh. I'm enjoying this. They're Stanford like, "Come on, Chelsea." No one for 90 minutes. They only sing that. They don't have any creativity whatsoever. No creativity, just vibes. Leave a like on the video. Let's get to 45 likes. I really do appreciate everyone tuning in today, hearing about Callum Hudson-Odoi. Who's the next big name Cam we're getting on loan? Oh, Kareem, you. Because we know Bayern are gonna loan someone at the end of the window. Loan FC. That's what we do. The La Liga rejects bench is getting bigger and bigger. Coutinho, Odriozola, James Rodriguez. It's getting bigger. Xabi Alonso at the end of his career. Well, he was a good signing, but at the end of his career, we're just getting these La Liga. We love our La Ligas. We love it. It's so good. We love Real Madrid and Barcelona rejects. If we could only sign them, I think the Bayern board would. Because we're a great relationship FC. We have a great relationship with Real Madrid, Barcelona. We just contact them. Florentino, do you want to get rid of some... Oh, Bayern's not Russian. Florentino, do you want to get rid of someone? And in the German accent. Yeah, sí, mi amigo. Will you take... and then you just give us a bum like Odriozola. I can't wait for us to be linked to Bale last week of the transfer window. And Bayern make it out to be some big deal that we signed him. It's just common. Is Coman alright? Someone please clarify, says Shiv. Well, he's fine. We don't know for sure. He has absolutely... he came in contact with some... It's only Coman. You're not taking Callum. Well, I'm sure I wouldn't cry about it. Let's just say that. It's always speculation, right? I don't know. I wouldn't be over the moon. So Coman looks like he's fine, but once again, Coman comes into contact with someone that has the Zirona, the COVID-19. So that's unfortunate. He's always unlucky. Coman, if Coman was ever bought 500 million lottery tickets, he wouldn't win one, even if he had the winning number. He'd probably forget to open the last one, and that was the winning number. Would Odegaard be a good signing, though? Yeah, he's not leaving Real, Kareem. He's not leaving them. Werner's world class. Hey, yo, stop throwing this world. You're telling me Werner is next to Lewandowski and Ronaldo and... Shut up, man. Stop telling me Timo Werner's world class. That pace merchant. He fits the premise too well. Pace merchant, man. Premier League doesn't need intelligence. You just need to be fast. Well, actually, no. The fastest players in the world. Only one comes from the Premier League, so that's crazy. We need Lamptey. This is exactly what I was trying to avoid today. Just pulling up these random players you saw play well for one game. I bet you never watched him play other than that game yesterday. I guarantee you. Some of you just weird me out. You have never watched this kid play. And all of a sudden, I'm hearing people DM me talk about, "George, we need Lamptey." No, we don't. We're fine. We need Dest. And now look at Bert saying Lamptey or Dest for right back. Look at you, man. Look at you. No shame whatsoever. No shame. I do speak German, Sterik. Ja. Sehr gut Deutsche. No, mein Deutsch, sehr gut. Hey. Hey, I'm going to Germany next year. Before we end, I'd really like to ask, do I actually need to speak German to survive in Germany? When you go to a new country, you always feel like it's in what's the word? I mean, even in the U.S., it's so big that going to a new state is it's really, what's the word for it? Infuriate, and what's the word? It's, it's scary. What's the word for that? Someone help me out. This is your turn to say something that it's really weird when you go to a new country, or even intimidating. There you go, Andy. Intimidating. Yeah, it's so intimidating going to a new state. It really is in the U.S. because it's so big. And then you just know it's completely different. The U.S. is probably bigger than Europe, isn't it? It's, closest. Well, Russia just bigger than everyone else. But in terms of land, I mean, this country's huge. It's too big for my liking. Because you're just everywhere. Hwang and Poulsen, deadest strike force in Europe. Yeah, imagine getting those two. I mean, Hwang could be a good signing. He has 1 goal, 1 assist already. Oh, James played. I mean, Carlo Ancelotti. This is why I love Ancelotti. He's so real. Ancelotti, just so real. I love this guy, even though he didn't succeed at Bayern. He's one of my favorite managers of all time. Carlo Ancelotti. Carlo, what do you think about the physicality of the Premier League in James Rodriguez? If I think about the physicality of the Premier League, I would buy Usain Bolt. I love this guy. I would not buy James. I love this guy so much. He's just so realistic. I mean, he even said something about Bayern that was crazy. This guy was like, at Bayern, you'd win stuff. Carlo's just a real guy. He's just, that's it. James Rodriguez ripping the Premier League apart when Mainz 04, 05 or 07 made him look like the average player he still is. And RCD Mallorca made him look like some Poundland Kaka or something. I don't know. James wasn't playing this well in the Bundesliga or anything. But the Premier League makes dead players look like world-class players. And then when they come to continental Europe in the Champions League, they get embarrassed. PSG, a disgrace. They're 5 reds. Wow. Well. Yeah. Obviously. Obviously. Okay, well, thank you everyone so much for watching. It's been a great show today. Leave a like on the video as well. I need to edit the things, Kai Havertz would flop because, he's leaving a Farmers League to go to a proper league, as they would say. He would flop. Timo Werner's going to flop. Who else did Chelsea? Well, they bought Thiago Silva from a Farmers League. Why are Chelsea getting so many farmers? Why not buy, Declan Rice, Why not buy a James Maddison? They're going to cost the same, and they're playing in a better league, doing it in a better league, so technically they're better. Bale is going to N17. What is N17? I'd like to know what that is. Is that a prison? It sounds like a prison bar. It sounds like a name for a prison cell. If he's going to prison, then, Bale is a weirdo. Let me just say that. People think, what he's doing is funny. Imagine Thomas Müller just golfs. Well, Müller would never do that. Okay, imagine Renat. Who looks like they'd leave Bayern quick? Like if they had the chance. Like they just come here to grab some money. We don't really buy those players, do we? But, yeah, imagine golfing and just disrespecting. This kid doesn't even know a single word of Espanol. This dummy knows less Spanish than I do, and he lives in Spain. He's a piece of crap. Bale's crap. I hate him. I hate Bale. I think he's a disgrace. He just... and he's injury prone. They gave him enough chance. He doesn't give us all. And people want to tell me Real Madrid fans are wrong. Boo him. Boo that piece of crap. He's a dummy. How do you not know Spanish? The best way to integrate... Lucas Hernandez is already learning German. And he doesn't even play, so he has no reason to even care. But it's because he cares about the fans. He wants the fans to get on his side. If you want the fans to support you, you have to have a connection with them. Bale has no connection. He's a dead Wi-Fi password. A Wi-Fi password you used to use years ago, but it no longer works. No connection. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Mia san mia and peace. Hudson-Odoi, we want you to stay. All that singing just to have him sit on the bench and rot like some milk. At least it's very sour. He probably hates the fact that he didn't join Bayern. When he was playing against us, he was trying to do the most. He was doing everything.